Hi, welcome back to Forbes Games. I'm Erik Kain. I wanted to talk a little bit today about the Xbox platform and why I think it is going to leave Sony behind. I want to be very specific here. I'm not talking about the Xbox Series X outselling the PlayStation 5. I think the PS5 is going to be the better selling console. But I think that is largely irrelevant when it comes to the success of the Xbox platform versus the PlayStation platform. This is because I see the Xbox platform is expanding well beyond simple consoles. We're looking at the Xbox Game Pass sort of taking over what it means to be Xbox. And Xbox Game Pass means a lot more than just Xbox, the console that sits next to your TV. This now incorporates your PC with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You get a huge catalog of games on both Xbox and PC, and it also encapsulates your mobile devices, your tablets, and your phone because of the Xbox game streaming capabilities. You can now stream games rather than download them on your console. But you can also stream games to your mobile devices, play them with a controller. And there's a whole bunch of titles on Xbox Game Pass that you can do that with. So the Xbox platform has really expanded well beyond just the Xbox console to a whole variety of devices. It's sort of like the Nintendo Switch in this regard, in that you can play on your screen and then take it with you with a mobile device rather than with the Switch itself. But you can take the game with you and play it remotely through the Xbox game streaming. You can purchase one game to play on your PC or your Xbox Series X or your Xbox One, rather than having to purchase different versions of the game. This is a huge advantage in terms of just cost for gamers. And really all these things make playing Xbox easier and more accessible than anything that Sony has on the PlayStation. The Xbox All Access program, which allows you to purchase an Xbox console and get Xbox Game Pass with monthly payments rather than all up front, is another way for the Xbox platform to become more accessible to gamers because it's less of a barrier to entry with cost. But the fact that you can actually just play a lot of these games with Xbox Game Pass, like on your tablet with a controller, means that the barrier to entry is even lower. You don't need a PC. You don't need an Xbox Series X. You can play a lot of Xbox games on a device you already own with a controller. And that's a huge step forward for Xbox. And there's just nothing like it on PlayStation. So while I totally love my PS5 and I loved my PS4 and my PS3, and I've had every PlayStation console since they came out, and I love so many of the video game franchises that are only available on PlayStation, I have to just give credit where it's due to Microsoft and Xbox for creating such an accessible and robust platform that is Xbox Game Pass. Game Pass and Xbox are becoming the same thing, the same concept, and it's just more than a console now. It's more than any one machine, and it will, I think this will continue and grow into the next generation of consoles, whatever that looks like for Microsoft. I guarantee you we'll have a PlayStation 6. I don't know if we'll have another Xbox console after the Series X. I think we will, but it doesn't need to happen either. At some point, Xbox Game Pass is going to be built into all the TVs you buy, and there's just this sort of sky's your limit with the Xbox platform, and that's why I say the platform itself is going to leave PlayStation in the dust. But I still think the PlayStation 5 is going to outsell the Xbox Series X. So it's just an interesting way to look at it, and I think they're both great systems, they're both great platforms, and there's advantages to having both. Certainly the fact that you can't play a PlayStation game like Ratchet and Clank anywhere else is a great reason to buy a PlayStation 5 if you can find one. But there's lots and lots and lots of advantages to having Xbox and Xbox Game Pass, even if you don't have an Xbox. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.